Greetings. We're gonna get right to it. This is Elder Blacklight, your motivator. You see on your screen Alex Jones, Mr. Farrakhan. So this alliance is masqueraded as just an interview, but it's really an alliance. As you get deeper into the conversation, you'll see where it leads to. But this is the opening right here. Now, Alex Jones is against Islam. See, the word Islam means it's got peace in it. Muslim submission to means submission to Allah, to the will of Allah, to do peace. And so you can't label a terrorist group such as ISIS or anybody who live on that just because they live over there around Arabia or whereas Muslims. You can't call them Muslims. I don't care what they say they are. They're not Muslims. Because you got to follow the Quran. In the Quran it says, be not the aggressor. So we don't go around killing those, attacking those, killing those, unless they attack us. We do it in self-defense. And in the Quran it says, don't divide yourself up into sex. The minute you divide yourself up into different sex, different labels, or you put a label, a name before Muslim or Islam, like Sunni Muslim, Sufi Muslim, you done went against the book. Simple stuff like that is what really counts. So check this out. I want y'all to hear this and then I'm gonna comment.
My own, because I felt that I've been talking to black people for 60 or more years, and black people understand me pretty well. But white people don't know me and may not understand me. I had a Jewish rabbi in my home, and he was telling me how certain words that I spoke hurt him and them as a people. And I listened carefully to his critique. One of the things about critics, if you can really listen to your critics sometimes are better for you than your so-called friends, because your friends tell you what they think you want to hear.
So this is where we coming from. This is where I'm coming from. A critic. A critic is almost like a judge. This is Judgment Day. So this is my way of critiquing and judging the fruits, the actions of Mr. Farrakhan, who says he's the national representative of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, Elijah Muhammad have done a lot of interviews, but he don't too much go on TV. Like he wouldn't have never. I don't believe he would have went on the Phil Donahue show. I think Phil Donahue would have had to come to his house, and it wouldn't have been in front of an audience. And there's no compromising uh, in the way the Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke to his interviewers. He gave him straight, spoke to him straight. But as you observe Minister Farrakhan's interview, he don't talk straight. Put a little twist on it. And this is what we're analyzing. Is he representing the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? No, he's not representing. He's come back, and the media said he's the head of the Nation of Islam. But the Nation of Islam had broke itself up into sects. Some went with Wallace D. Muhammad, the son of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Others went with Silas Muhammad. There's another new brother called the Son of Man, Marvin Muhammad, who says it's the new Nation of Islam. That's another sect. And you got followers of different ministers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And you got all of them calling themselves the Nation of Islam. But the main focus has always been on Farrakhan. And Farrakhan is the most skillful and fiery speaker, clever, very clever, charismatic, and very talented as far as music is concerned and communication is concerned. But we're going to point out where we believe that he's not representing the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in a proper manner. But this is how the interview comes on, like this.
Any human being who gives themselves over to the doing of evil could be considered a devil. Devil means wicked by nature.
See, right there is a deviation from the teachings. He's going compromising his teaching. A devil is the Caucasian. Says that in Supreme Wisdom. People say, well, the Caucasians say, well, you know, you got black people, devils too. You know, they do devilish things too. See, that's true. But where the Caucasian messed up at is that he made a slave and we could say prisoner of war, it goes a little deeper than the average term slavery. Uh, it's, it was deeper than debt slave. In other words, what they did was they took our culture out of us. Culture is almost like the nature of a person, you know. So they drove our culture out of us. We was minding our own business, and they didn't educate us for 400 years. Did unspeakable torture to our people. Pre-imposed their culture on us. Gave us their names. Took away our language. The way we worship, they took away that and gave us their version of Christianity or whatever and put it on us. Quite naturally, we're going to take on your evil ways.
He let the former colonial and slave master bring in vaccines for our people, and we don't have scientists or laboratories to look at this and test it to see if it is what is on the label.
See, one of the things that was on the table, blueprint that was on the table when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad made his transition, peace and blessings be upon him, was a hospital, a black hospital. Now, how can Mr. Farrakhan be rebuilding or doing the work or even representing uh, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when the vital uh, one of the very vital plans was to build a black hospital? Then you would have had your doctors and scientists protecting the black man. Even when he had his cancer or was attacked with cancer, he had to find somebody black to cure him because he was afraid to go to the white man. But he didn't do that. This is to be continued.